Peace and love, family. Welcome back to the channel, making African Americans great again and definitely. As you may guess, this is another video about the George Floyd autopsy results and how they continue to try to change and do damage control for those officers. Now they saying that he was positive for COVID-19 and that may have played a role in his death, which we all know is a lie. Another thing I want to talk to you about, and my good buddy Harvey Martin points this out all the time. They took the charges from 3rd degree to now 2nd degree. And it's only one reason why they do that. They overcharged the person so they can walk. And I'm telling you, it's looking more and more every day like this Derek Chauvin is going to walk on this murder that he committed. Not just him, the other cops. I mean, if he gets acquitted, they also get acquitted, because at this point I think they've all been charged with accessory to murder or whatever the hell it is. I can't quite break it down, not like my buddy can, but in almost every case, whether it was the Trayvon Martin case, Zimmerman walked in that case because he was overcharged. It was hard to prove that he intended to kill the kid. The same with almost every case where you see one of these white supremacist racists commit cold-blooded murder and they walk. They overcharge them. And that's the same tactic they're using right now with Derek Chauvin. So I'm hoping that the guy gets convicted, but I see the city of Minneapolis, they trying to come together and make sure that this guy walks. I don't know if they want to see a full-scale riot or what, but they trying to make sure that this guy walks. So don't be surprised if he don't get convicted. At any rate, it's just a short video and me just wanting to touch bases. I'm hoping that y'all all out there staying safe. If you are partaking in protesting, I hope you're doing it peacefully. As angry as I am about what's going on, as angry as I am about seeing young black brothers lose their lives, I also don't believe people should be out burning things up. I just don't. The time to burn somebody's house would have been that same night, and they should have burnt the house of Officer Chauvin. So we'll see what happens. I got a lot of conspiracy theories running around. Guys at my job blaming this all on George Soros. And don't get me wrong, these some all right guys, but at the end of the day, we got a way of seeing two different sides of the same coin. You know, we're looking at the same coin, but you may be seeing heads and I may be seeing tails. And that's the thing with blacks and whites. White people act like what we go through in this country is minuscule, it's minor. You know, it happens to all of us. White people get killed too, and that is true. You know, I wanna commend my boy Harvey Martin, because a lot of times he has a way of thinking that he doesn't let his emotions get involved. Very seldom do I let mine get involved, but you know, sometimes they do. And with this whole George Floyd thing, a lot of my emotions have been involved in my views on this. And like I say, my boy Harvey, he just got a way of getting me to see things sometimes from a neutral standpoint. But I got a lot of guys I work with talking about black people ain't the only people that get killed by cops. And you know what? I know that's true. But let's look at the numbers. If as blacks, we make up 10%, 10.5% of the United States, all right? Keep killing us at the rate they're killing us, and we'll cease to exist before long. Whites make up over 70% of the U.S., and I'm not saying that they deserve to die because they have greater numbers. Not at all. As an American citizen, when a cop pulls you over, unless you are a threat to that cop's life, unless you are being belligerent, unless you're wielding a weapon, unless you're threatening that officer's life, no American, white, black, or any race in between, no American should be killed in police custody. I also saw, and I didn't know this, but last year, this young brother in Philadelphia, I think his name was Meek Lowry. Meek Lowry. If you can YouTube it. This guy was running for his life, and he went into a police department, and he told the cops somebody was trying to kill him. He went into the police department for help, ended up with a fractured eye socket, broken jaw, and internal bleeding, and died. You know, a black guy. He went to the cops for help, and they killed him. And I didn't even know that had happened. I guess the media did a good job of covering that up. But it's stuff like this has got people in such an outrage, you know. The beautiful sister that got killed in Louisville, you know, people still protesting about her. What's her name? Breonna Taylor. People still protesting about her. And it's not that white people don't get hurt or killed. It's the way this stuff is happening. You know, show me the last time an officer put his knee on a white man's neck. Show me the last time officers broke into a white person's house, killed them in cold blood, and then went and said, hey, it's not our fault they shot at us. Show me the last time a white guy went into a police station seeking help because he said someone was trying to kill him, and the cops ended up killing him. These are the things that we're protesting. This is why Colin Kaepernick took a knee. This was never about the American flag. But if you truly believe in liberty and justice for all, if you truly believe in that flag and all it allegedly stands for, then when you see black people being mistreated, you should want to speak out. You should want to say, hey, look, that's wrong. And that's my only quarrel with the president. He's never addressed if it was right or wrong. He just simply said rioting and looting in the streets is a disgrace to George Floyd's memory. That's his way of saying, look, you people need to get in line. It happened. Get in line. Quit being crazy over it. We'll let the justice system take care of it. Well, I'm out. Like I said, y'all stay safe. Peace and love.